It's a no trust vote that has been defeated on the floor of Lok Sabha, and what a margin. 126 of the opposition versus 325 for the NDA. And this 325 does not include the Shiv Sena. The Shiv Sena had boycotted the session. So where did Narendra Modi get the other numbers from? 273 of the BJP, and the mark is at 325. Going across to my colleague Prashant, who joins me from outside Parliament. Prashant, where have the extra numbers come in from, and what has caused the loss of faith for the opposition unity?
Well, Lavika, first of all, so just to get you a mood of what was happening outside when the PM was speaking outside, we were at the Vijay Chowk, the center point from where we cover Parliament always, and it was buzzing. Just minutes ago, it was buzzing, and there were people clapping here, cheering for the Prime Minister, and that was the kind of impact that his speech had on all these people here. Now, coming back to your question here, more than the BJP, it's for the opposition to ponder as to where did they lose the numbers, because the BJP has only gained, despite the fact that Shiv Sena, abstained from voting. The number is humongous, and the difference is such big that the opposition will have to think once again before bringing any such no confidence motion, although the time, there's no more time left in this particular Lok Sabha. So this is something that the opposition will have to worry upon. But yes, the PM's speech was a point-by-point rebuttal on Rahul Gandhi and the entire opposition leader who had launched a salvo against the
we
government.
Wait for all the opposition leaders to come out and give their point of view on why their opposition unity hasn't been able to get the numbers, because in a trust vote, it's the numbers that count. As far as the numbers are concerned, no danger to Narendra Modi, there never was. So, was this no trust vote an ill thought out plan? And that's what I want to ask our panelists joining us tonight. And TKS Ilangovan, my first question to you. What happens to the opposition unity? You've been exposed tonight. 126 vote in a house of 451.
No.
And you were challenging the government at the center.
That is the strength of the opposition.
No. Okay, 126 is the strength of the opposition.
See, that is the strength of the opposition. ADMK had gone with the BJP, and many of the parties have gone with the BJP. So the strength of the opposition in this house, everybody knows that it is the
so
strength.
So what was the no confidence vote about, sir?
The 8 parties which... It is about the failure of the government, to expose the failure of the government. No confidence means these parties does not have confidence in this government, because this government had not done a single thing which the BJP promised during last election campaign. That is what we wanted to tell. And the failure on the part of this government, that was exposed. That was told in the
state. There have been 18 states that have gone to elections since 2014. Yes. You have been making this point in every state. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the BJP have been winning every state. So, Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, if this trust vote was not about numbers, then what was it all about? Was it just posturing? And has that posturing today come to naught because the opposition strength has been completely exposed on the floor of the House?
Navika, what is going to be the conclusion of this no trust vote was a foregone conclusion. There was no if and but about it, and I think those who have brought this no trust motion was having no trust about the success of this motion. Still they have brought it, and we have accepted, because we want that the opposition's view should be given a proper place on the floor of the House, and even if the numbers are in our favor, they should be given an opportunity to speak. But factually, have they utilized the opportunity to their benefit? No. I think Rahul Gandhi started a little bit better, but subsequently, finally, he has culminated into dramatic theatrics, and subsequently, whatever he has shown by his eyes and actions, भाई एक कहावत होती है ना हिंदी में कि नजरें जो ना होती तो नज़ारा भी ना होता, उनकी नज़रों ने जो नज़ारा दिखाया, then whatever was seriousness would have been there, and the you can say The opportunity could have been utilized by the opposition. They have lost it. And finally, it is concluded that the overwhelming support which Sri Narendra Modi enjoys among the people of India, so is the case on the floor of the House. And as far as only 125.
Well,
where have gone
then in the
those people
final
who were talking
analysis,
about
what does this boil
Mahagathbandhan?
down to? Was this just a competition between Narendra Modi versus Rahul Gandhi? And which way does the vote go? The poll is on at the bottom of your screens, ladies and gentlemen, and the poll is clear. 86% people feel Modi has won India's trust, not only in the votes, but even through the way he addressed Parliament today. Rahul Gandhi gets 14% of the vote. Let me put that to debate. Sanjeev Srivastava, you've seen the debate. You have years of experience of covering the Parliament. Sanjeev Srivastava, which way do you think the entire debate went? Who won the day as far as this trust vote is concerned?
See, clearly the numbers, as we see, Prime Minister and the government has won overwhelmingly. But like Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi was saying, numbers were never in doubt. And I'll go even a step further, that numbers have never been in doubt since 2014. So it was more about symbolism and posturing and political alignments, and also taking to the nation respective points of view through a no confidence motion. Now on the debate, and I will only take 30 seconds and I'll rest my case there. I think, again, I'll agree with Dr. Trivedi, Sudhanshu, that Rahul Gandhi was started off very well. I thought his speech was one of perhaps his best speech in Parliament so far. He was quite aggressive, but he could have got 80% plus, but with his wink in the end, he kind of gave it away, and he would get a good first division, in my opinion. But if I was the Prime Minister and if I was the BJP, despite winning this confidence vote so overwhelmingly, I'll be a worried man tonight before I hit the bed. And because I think the Prime Minister lacked color in his speech, I think the Prime Minister should learn that the longer he speaks,
the Congress has come out and reacted. The Congress's statement is same old rhetoric, same record going on and on and on, nothing new. But she said,
I think it was a boring speech.
It was a boring
speech by the Prime Minister.
Navika, NDA started with 312 MPs, including Shiv Sena. Now minus Shiv Sena, they've got 325 MPs. They got 52 MPs more than what BJP has in Parliament. Point number one. So it's turned out to be a no confidence against the idea of larger opposition unity, not against Narendra Modi. Secondly, point by point rebuttal was given. This is something they wanted in Parliament. Point number three, rather than making this government a lame duck government, they gave it a Sanjeevani booty for the next 1 year, and especially for this Parliament session. And number four, where are the 272 that Sonia Gandhi ji was saying? I'm just emulating the Prime Minister. Where are those numbers which Sonia Gandhi assured us she would give? Sanjeev Srivastava ji, आप वो तो बताइए कि सोनिया जी ने 2 दिन पहले जो बोला, वो कलर कहाँ गया, वो स्पार्क कहाँ गया? आज उनको भी बिछाने में जाते वक्त सोचना चाहिए कि 272 was not there.
Shehzad, my job is neither to emulate the Prime Minister nor Sonia Gandhi's. So you may decide to emulate the Prime Minister.
And Sonia
I emulate nobody. I just give my point of view.
All right, the BJP President, Mr. Amit Shah, has reacted. He said, जनता के विश्वास में अविश्वास जताने वालों का अहंकार की आज लोकसभा में जो हार हुई है, वो 2019 लोकसभा चुनावों के नतीजों की एक झलक मात्र है। सबका साथ, सबका विकास के अपने मंत्र के साथ सेवार्थ मोदी सरकार ने न सिर्फ सदन के सहयोगियों का विश्वास है, बल्कि देश की जनता का भी पूर्ण विश्वास है। That's the statement coming in from Mr. Amit Shah. Aditi Anant Narayanan joins me live from Parliament. Aditi, the BJP's come out trumps. Where have the extra numbers come in from with the Shiv Sena boycotting the entire session? Aditi, where have the extra 52 seats come in from?
Well, it was 314 that the BJP was standing at. With the Shiv Sena boycotting, clearly the numbers for the NDA coalition have reduced. We had confirmed in the morning as well that the AIADMK would be voting in favor of the BJP. So that way the numbers have increased. Remember, again, Navika, the BJD and the BJD already staged a walkout in the morning and the TRS abstained from voting. So these were the two political parties whose support that the BJP was expecting that they will get. And the numbers will rise up to almost 354. That did not happen. The boycotting of Shiv Sena reduced the number of the NDA coalition, but something really helped with the AIADMK coming out and giving their support to the government of India. So even though the aim that the BJP had to reach a two-third majority mark in the Lok Sabha could not be achieved, but they were somewhere close, and they ensured that the no confidence motion of the opposition parties and the TDP fails, with the opposition getting 126 votes and the government
we've got the first
ensuring
from
that the no
Rahul Gandhi. Shrinjoy Chaudhary, my colleague, has caught up with Rahul Gandhi. Let's play out what Rahul Gandhi has to say after the Prime Minister took him head on.
What do you make of the PM speech?
Well, the Prime Minister's speech is weak, says Rahul Gandhi coming out of Parliament. That's an exclusive that Shrinjoy Chaudhary has got with Rahul Gandhi, clearly saying it's a weak speech.
He's correct.
Did you think it was a weak speech, Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi?
Actually, after whatever has happened, more than two-thirds of the existing parliament members have voted in favor of government. राहुल गांधी जी और कह क्या सकते थे? देखिए, राहुल गांधी जी ने जो बोला है वो एक्सपेक्टेड लाइंस पे बोला है, और मैं कहना चाहूँगा उनकी भावनाओं के बारे में। हिंदी के बहुत प्रख्यात कवि गोपाल दास नीरज, जिनका कल ही देहांत हुआ है, उनकी बहुत प्रसिद्ध कविता थी, उसकी जो एक पंक्ति है आज कांग्रेस के लिए बिल्कुल सही सिद्ध होती है कि स्वप्न झरे फूल से, मीत चुभे शूल से, हो गए श्रृंगार भी बाग के बबूल से, और हम खड़े खड़े मोड़ पर रुके रुके, बहार देखते रहे, कारवां गुजर गया, गुबार देखते रहे। तो राहुल गांधी की आज वही स्थिति है कि उनके मीत उनके काम नहीं आए, उनके स्वप्न समाप्त हो गए, और जो अभी शहजाद ने कहा, सोनिया जी दूसरी बार दावा करके अपने राजनीतिक जीवन में असफल सिद्ध हुई, तो सब प्रकार की समस्याओं को सामने रखकर राहुल गांधी जी अपनी छवि,
hold your thoughts. I want to play out Rahul Gandhi's reaction to the Prime Minister's reply to him in Parliament tonight. This is what Rahul Gandhi had to tell my colleague Shrinjoy Chaudhary.
PM speech. What do you make of the PM speech?
Weak.
What do you make of the PM speech?
Weak.
What do you make of the PM speech?
Weak.
What do you make of the PM speech?
Weak.
The only channel to have Rahul Gandhi's first reaction to the Prime Minister's reply to him in Parliament, he calls the Prime Minister's response weak. Let me open up this debate for your reactions. Mr. Suneet Chopra, the Prime Minister talked about ahankar. What do you make of Rahul Gandhi's response when he says the Prime Minister's speech was weak?
The problem was that the Prime Minister did not give any new figures. He said the same things where the figures have been proved to be wrong. A. B. I was happy that he said he was against lynching and that any lynching would not be tolerated. But he said nothing about his ministers who've been garlanding lynchers. He said nothing about the lawyer defending a rapist in Kashmir becoming the deputy advocate general of the state. So it is weak because it does not stand up to facts.
It's a weak speech. Let's get the vote on that. Mr. Nishant Verma, you agree with Rahul Gandhi? The speech was weak?
I pretty well agree with Rahul Gandhi, and I must highlight two quick points here. It's not only weak, Mr. Modi is actually factually wrong also in his speech. You know, when we talk of mobile banking or phone banking, the way he raked it up, that Congress got it, and in order to make it, beneficiary for their known people to give crores of loan over the phone. Mobile banking through the SMS way was launched by 2002 by Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee Sarkar. So I don't know what he was trying to put forward there, number one. Number two, there are 640,000 villages in this country. He highlighted that 18,000 villages which were not electrified since 70 years, he got it done. That means in 70 years, annually 3%, that was only 3% of villages that he got electrified, let us say. 97% of the villages were already electrified by his own words then, which was at the rate of 1.3% villages electrified every year before he came to power.
Every household will get
in last 4.5 years, if he has done 3%, that means only 0.6% of electrified villages in the country. So what he has put up in the parliament is a fraudulent, factually wrong information.
Vijay Mallya calls Chidambaram. Vijay Mallya calls maybe Divya Spandana, who was going on vacations on his courtesy, and then the loans are approved.
That is not called phone banking, Mr. BJP. How factually wrong? That is not called phone banking.
This is the manner in which loans were approved by phone banking.
I am so glad that BJP and BJP's Prime Minister is so faulty that phone banking gives loans. You consider that phone banking?
That is the phone banking you were
Well,
How
gentlemen,
illiterate can BJP be?
hold your thoughts. Opening up the debate once again. That's the point. That's the point, Tehseen Poonawalla. Tehseen Poonawalla, the point is the Rafale deal lie. Because it's a lie, the French Foreign Office has given a statement saying it's a lie. Point number one. Point number two, he actually goes there, gestures the Prime Minister to get up, and that's why the Prime Minister reacts the way he does. He wants that chair so badly that was the reference that was made.
Okay, so there are two issues. So let's talk about the Rafale issue first. While on the Rafale issue, let's say the non-confidentiality clause was only valid till January 2018. Post that, that clause was not valid. It was for a decade. Dassault itself has given out the price to its shareholders. So to say that this is secret, I don't understand why our government, our Prime Minister, our Raksha Mantri cannot give us a price. That still doesn't answer the pertinent question, why is the contract taken away from HAL and given to somebody who does not, he has never in his life manufactured an aircraft. To the second point, if Rahul Gandhi's behavior was not according to Bharatiya Sanskriti, as some people would say, may I humbly ask, is mimicking a lady, as my friend Mr. Poonawalla here was doing, a Bharatiya Sanskriti? I think that is the question that needs to be asked.
All right, before I come to you, Shehzad Poonawalla, let's listen into Rahul Gandhi's reaction, because Times Now is the only channel to have Rahul Gandhi's reaction on the Prime Minister's speech that demolished every single charge made by Rahul Gandhi. Listen in to Mr. Rahul Gandhi.
What do you make of the PM speech? Hi.
weak.
What do you make of the PM speech? Hi.
Weak.
What do you make of the PM speech? Hi.
Weak.
What do you make of the PM speech? Hi.
Weak.
Shehzad Poonawalla, that was a weak speech. What do you make of Rahul Gandhi's statement?
I think his numbers were weak. His maths was weak. His mother's maths was weak. And when you call out the first full-time female defense minister by using your lies, that is not Bharatiya Sanskriti. When a third government has to come and correct your lies, that is not Bharatiya Sanskriti. When a man who's much older to you in stature and position and in his humbleness, when you ask him to get up from a chair, जब आप उसके पैर पड़ने के बदले आप गले पड़ते हो, that is not Bharatiya Sanskriti, and it is Bharatiya Sanskriti कि जो झूठ का सहारा लेते हैं 99 में भी और 2018 में भी, उसके झूठ को उसको पर्दाफाश करना वो भारतीय संस्कृति है. हम करेंगे. हमने रावण का भी पर्दाफाश किया था, हमने कौरवों का भी किया था, और जो इटालियन कुनबे है उनका भी करेंगे. ये हमारी भारतीय संस्कृति है.
I did not know hugging was against Indian culture, because the last I heard huggomusly was a term used by the Honorable Prime Minister's diplomacy. Point number one. Point number two, the Honorable Prime Minister says, when asked about his hugs, भाई हमको ये सब प्रोटोकॉल नहीं जानते, हम तो सिंपल आदमी हैं. तो अगर सिंपल आदमी हक करते तो हमारे राहुल जी भी सिंपल है, जाके अपने हमारे प्रधानमंत्री को गले मिले.
प्रधानमंत्री डोनाल्ड ट्रंप के गले मिले तो राहुल गांधी नरेंद्र मोदी के गले पड़े. गले मिलना और गले पड़ना अलग चीज होती है.
Ashutosh Mishra, in that reaction of Rahul Gandhi, did you, I'm just asking you, did you sense a bit of arrogance in the way he said weak, dismissive?
Not at all, not at all. Because if you see what has happened today, as Aditi was saying, BJP was expecting 354 votes and they have got only 325. प्रधानमंत्री जी देश से आंख चुराते रहे. आंख मिला नहीं पाए. They could not even.
Just hold on for a minute, Ashutosh Mishra. The man who moved the no trust vote, Mr. Srinivas, joins me live. Mr. Srinivas, the numbers just didn't add up for the opposition party. Just what did you achieve with this no trust vote? Because 126 versus 325 makes Narendra Modi government even stronger.
We know that we don't have the numbers, definitely, because we are not bothered about the majority. We are more bothered about the moralities. See, Modi has failed in every aspect since he became the Prime Minister. He has promised a lot to the country as a Prime Minister candidate. He has under-delivered. Literally, I say he has under-delivered. I state that he has under-delivered. So, in every aspect, Modi is a failure. We wanted to showcase to the nation and the people of Andhra Pradesh the failures of Modi and the false promises of Modi, how Modi lies in every aspect and does nothing. He gives great bhashans, but he doesn't deliver anything.
All right, so you say that you admit that he gives great bhashans. Do you think his bhashan today was better than Rahul Gandhi's bhashan in parliament?
See, we don't believe in bhashans. We believe in delivery. So Modi might be a great orator. I might be having great oratory skills and acting skills, but that doesn't help the nation in any way, or that doesn't help the people of this country in any way.
Okay.
Definitely,
all right,
we
Mr.
want
Srinivas,
delivery.
Mr. Srinivas,
Definitely, this
I want
country
to
wants
ask you,
a taskmaster.
Do you have trust in Rahul Gandhi to lead the coalition of opposition parties in 2019? Especially after the statements that he has made on the Rafale deal have been called out and rejected by the French Foreign Office. Will Rahul Gandhi be your prime ministerial candidate?
We don't believe in Rahul Gandhi. We don't believe in Modi. We are equidistant for both of them. Even today, you have to observe, our motion has been supported by Congress, but we didn't support a motion that is moved by Congress. So whoever did the bifurcation of this state of Andhra Pradesh, that is Congress and BJP put together divide the state. So after that, we thought Modi will support us, Modi will help us in the development of the country, where he failed. So we are equidistant to Modi and we are equidistant to Rahul.
All
we are
right.
not siding anyone now.
One more party distances itself. Thank you, Mr. Srinivas, for joining me on the Newshour tonight. TR Prasada Gaura. One alliance partner less. No faith in Rahul
madam,
Gandhi.
I'm waiting from
He
long
says
time.
no faith in Rahul Gandhi. We didn't support the Congress. The Congress supported us. So is the Congress now a fringe player?
No, just I would like to make a today this all non BJP people have come together, voted against Modi. Maybe Modi won the game, about 325 and 126 for the third front. But I can tell you, we have been observing and all day. There is a you can find some truth in Rahul's speech also. Apart from Rafael's things, you are making it an issue, but he mentioned about 15 lakh rupees money to the poor people, what Modi has promised during his election campaign, and 2 crore jobs to the people of India, where he has failed. Definitely Modi has failed in those aspects.
Well, Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, TDP ने तो कह दिया कि राहुल गांधी में कोई ट्रस्ट नहीं है, राहुल गांधी हमारा नेता नहीं है. What does this mean? After the trust vote, वो जो 126 इकट्ठे हुए थे, if Rahul Gandhi is the head, वो 126 भी नहीं होंगे.
The Congress motion. TDP has made it very clear that they have not supported the Congress motion. The Congress has supported them, and on the issue of Rahul Gandhi, once again they have given a very clear reply, which was as expected. अब आपको ध्यान हो राजनाथ जी ने क्या बोला था? यही कहा था ना, नेतृत्व का प्रश्न आते ही गई भैंस पानी में. This is the real plight of this coalition, so-called larger coalition, and this shows that they have not only lost politically, they have not only lost constitutionally. The Mahagathbandhan has also lost morally. So on those 3 grounds, political, constitution and moral, they have lost. And one more thing.
Object, madam,
now it is finally concluded
BJP
after
friend,
Karnataka on this no confidence motion. Congress has reconciled to the position of second fiddle.
Karnataka state.
They are always playing second fiddle role to all the parties. In Uttar Pradesh, second fiddle to Samajwadi Party. In West Bengal, second fiddle to Communist.
You are going
in
to
Karnataka, second fiddle to JDS. And in no confidence motion, second fiddle to TDP.
Will be a big
so it is very clear that Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party has lost its entire moral and political authority to lead any opposition coalition against BJP in 2019. Now there is no doubt just about this.
Everything has started against Modi. You have used all your intelligence and won the voting today, but there is a different kind of wave is going on. During 2019 elections, Modi will going to definitely lose in the elections, 2019 elections.
Well, did you get a glimpse of that, Ashutosh Mishra? Does Modi look weak after this no confidence motion has been defeated on the floor of the House?
Yes,
or does the opposition look weak?
No, Modi looks weak because when he's talking about giving gas, he doesn't say how many of them came back for the second cylinder. When he's talking about helping farmers, he's not talking about farmer suicide. He's not talking about farmers who want loan waiver. All the protests that are going on in Maharashtra, in UP, and the best thing is that he's so afraid that he will lose his seat that a goodwill gesture, when a person comes to hug him, he thinks that he's coming to unseat him. Why? What is he afraid of? I fail to see that. And outside the parliament, they have been losing. Outside the parliament, they have been losing votes in any
by any constitutional or cultural aspect. If you want to greet
TDP has distanced itself from the Congress party. Will the NCP accept Rahul Gandhi as the leader of the opposition coalition? Mr. Mahesh Tapse?
It's several times happened when the opposition leader has sought Ashirwad from
Post 2019, I think the leaders who come to form a coalition, they will together sit and decide, if at all the UPA comes back to power, who would be the leader of the party. I mean, who would be the leader of the entire opposition. Today, if you see, our leader Mr. Pawar has been talking to a lot of people. He has made his comment very, very categorically on the Mahagathbandhan. And we are all waiting to see how the picture emerges in 2019. Today's no confidence motion, we have seen, it was expected that the BJP would be winning the no confidence trust against it. But one thing is there, that today the parliament, we saw a lot of questions being answered. There was a lot of issues which the honorable members of the parliament wanted to make, and they got a chance to put up their queries to the government. And from the government side also, a lot of people answered. The Prime Minister made his deliberations on various subjects. So in order, I would again like to say that the no confidence motion may not be actually trying to put the government out of position, but it is definitely to make the government more answerable.
So you accept the fact that Prime
people.
Minister Narendra Modi answered the questions raised by the opposition? He answered it selectively. He didn't give all the data. Are you Mahesh Tapse? Are you Mahesh Tapse?
Said that today the opposition put up a lot of questions and the government had to give a lot of replies. The replies were not sufficient. The replies were not totally expected the way they should have been. But in the entire no trust motion, there are a lot of dialogues from both the sides. The real issues, the core issues,
do you agree with the fact that Prime Minister Narendra Modi said the opposition can now get ready to bring the next no trust vote in 2024?
Again, I am telling you, this no trust vote, I think everybody, the writing was very clear on the wall that the government is going to win the no trust vote. But again, when a member of the when any honorable member puts up a request to the speaker for a no trust motion backed by 50 MPs, the speaker has to take it on board. And here we saw all political parties, leaders from the Congress, from the NCP, from the AIM, from Samajwadi and so many other parties, they put their stand, they put the stand in front of the honorable speaker, and they just mentioned there is a lot of disgruntlement amongst the people and the government is not functioning the way it should have been functioning.
Mr. TK Silangovan, at the end of the day, a trust vote is all about numbers on the floor of the House. Today, the numbers have exposed the opposition unity.
Yes.
You just heard the TDP MP saying, we will not support the Congress. Will you support Rahul Gandhi as the prime ministerial candidate in 2019?
We are with the Congress, and I can assure you that out of the 40 MPs from the Puducherry and Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, only one MP belonged to the BJP. The rest remaining 39 MPs belong to ADMK, 37 MPs belong to ADMK. But there was no BJP support. This was under pressure. The ADMK had supported him. Otherwise, this support is not there. And take it from me, this is not the popular support. This is the support of the MPs who were pressurized because of the two or 3 days raid held in their houses. But this is not the popular support. So whatever the MPs have done, the MPs elected now were elected in the year 2014. The people elected them, but whether they represent the people's mindset now is the question, which we will see in 2019 only.
Well, But at the end of the day, there were so many questions that the Honorable Prime Minister simply did not ask. For example, on jobs, when the Honorable Prime Minister says, you know, there are so many new rickshaws that are formed, have come into production, hence there are new jobs, he also says that old rickshaws went out of production, so somebody was riding those old rickshaws. There was no concrete data. When he talks about gas cylinders, he does not tell the people of India that gas cylinders for middle class has gone from 400 rupees to 800 rupees. He moves away from those facts. He doesn't speak on lynching. For example, union territories come directly under central government. He doesn't talk about that. So there are so many questions unanswered. End of the day, the Honorable Prime Minister's speech was weak. It was weak on facts. It was weak on tathya, as they say.
Navika, no Kamgar can ever convince a Namdar. That was always given. आँख में आँख ना मिला सकते हैं ना आपको संतुष्ट कर सकते हैं. आपको तो पता ही है.
Let's take a look at the numbers on the floor of the House. The trust vote, Namo trust vote, won by Narendra Modi. 325 versus 126. But look at the poll on the bottom of our screens. Who won India's trust? Here too, Prime Minister Narendra Modi way ahead of Rahul Gandhi. 85% versus 15%. Rahul Gandhi, when you call the Prime Minister's response weak, are you listening to what the people are saying? The people's verdict is 85% versus 15%. Well, the jury is out. You, the viewers, are the judge. Who made a better speech? Who answered the questions? And who proved the trust of the country is with him? Your decision to be made, because this decision was made by the votes on the floor of the House. Modi wins hands down. What does this mean for opposition unity ahead of 2019? That's the big question. Thank you very much for joining us on this big day-long broadcast. We'll take a short break. On the other side, the best parts of Rahul Gandhi versus Narendra